Forget what you know about SUVs, because right next to me is the game changer, the 2025 Audi RSQ8 Performance. More power, more aggression, and just possibly the best RS SUV ever made. Audi already took the beastly RSQ8 and just styled it up a tad bit more, making it a bit more menacing. With this beautiful single frame grille and the built-in radars, you have carbon fiber almost every part of the body, the front, the mirrors, and the rear diffuser. And these 23-inch rims come as standard on the RSQ8. But here's the crazy thing. It's how crazy the size of this massive brake caliper is. It's the same size of my forearm. And these are carbon ceramic brakes because you really need them when you need to stop. And check this out, Audi's Matrix LED headlamps with laser tech is just Audi's way of saying you're a bit more special. These lasers actually work in the middle of the night when there's no one on the road, it points out straight and you have entire visibility up to a kilometer, which is crazy. Under here is the heart of the beast, a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, pushing out 631 horsepower. That's 30 more horsepower than the previous model and 850 newton-meters of torque. And married to this beautiful engine is this 8-speed Tiptronic gearbox, which makes the RSQ8 to do 0 to 100 in just 3.6 seconds, even though it just weighs 2.2 tons.
How does it feel to drive this on the road? First impressions you feel is how really comfortable these seats are. You're so well cushioned in. I'm really relaxed up here. And when you get in the car, you have this lovely Alcantara steering wheel. Everything is right where you need it to be. Very simple buttons on the steering wheel as well. Your paddle shifters behind here, your RS button. Once you press this RS button, everything changes. It becomes sharper, more agile, and a whole lot more meaningful. When the vehicle is in its comfort setting, it's honestly just like a regular SUV. And that's what you really want at the end of the day. You don't want, if you're a person that really wants to have a quiet engine, something that's really comfortable to drive, everything extremely quiet, double glazed windows, front double glazed window, all around. So you literally cannot hear anything in the car, except for my squeaky slippers. But what Audi has really done is also put a 48-volt mild hybrid system, which allows you to not lose any efficiency while driving. The vehicle, you can get some great mileage if you're driving at lower speed. Without putting your foot down, you can get some great mileage around 10.6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is pretty good. A Civic Type R would give you the same amount, or maybe just a little bit less than that as well. And when you really start putting your foot down and accelerating, you realize how light the vehicle is, which it is not actually. It makes you feel like you're super light, because it feels like you're just wearing a shell, and it is not just a shell, it's 2.1 tons. It's so light when it feels, especially in the turn, and the way the Quattro AWD drive system handles each and every corner so well. Just for your information, ladies and gentlemen, the RSQ8 here, the performance model which I'm currently driving, has set the lap record of the fastest SUV to do the Nürburgring. The Nürburgring is called the Green Hell for a reason, because of all its twists and turns, and that is one of the biggest tracks in the world. So you can already imagine how quick of a machine this is. Every corner. The same engine in this car shares the engine with the Bentley Continental Speed. It also shares with the Porsche Panamera GTS, and it shares with the Lamborghini Urus. Everyone knows that. This may be what people would say is a cheaper version of the Lamborghini Urus, but I personally think it's just a very well-made German SUV which you can buy and afford and maintain at a good level of price. Another really cool thing on the RSQ8 is how you can make U-turns. Turn the full wheel, and as you can see here, I can, in a very small circle, make an entire U-turn. Look at that. This is a rear wheel steering. And that's a great feature to have, because this is a big SUV. You might as well have some beautiful rear wheel steering. Just a bit more convenience, and that's what I love about Audi. Everything is about convenience, helping you feel more convenient. So as regular SUVs, you'd expect to have extreme roll in regular SUVs, but in this RSQ8, there is zero roll. Like, air suspension does a fantastic job of keeping the body continuously straight. It does so well, you're able to take corners without the car dipping into it, but keeping it straight, giving that level of momentum to enter the corner at high speed. The Quattro all-wheel drive system, when you put it in sport mode and RS mode, you really have that confidence. How well the RSQ8 manages those 2.3 tons, because you don't feel it. You don't feel 2.3 tons. You start accelerating, you start putting your foot down, those 850 newton meters of torque is really what it's all about. And that's the key here. Just as a 10 out of 10 job, and I feel like I'm driving a sedan actually. And that's what I love about these RS models. You may have them in whatever size or figure, whatever the car may be, but this being an SUV feels like a sedan, a high-speed sedan, and reminds me of how the RS7 is. They both do share the same engine as well. So the way it turns, the way it reacts, it's just fantastic. I'm in comfort mode. Everything is quiet, relaxed, calm. The exhaust valves are closed. You just feel like you're driving a regular SUV. Even though it has adaptive air suspension, and as we are in comfort right now, the vehicle is a speed breaker. Just a little bit on the firmer side than I would expect. But I get it, because you're getting the RSQ8 performance, not the RSQ8 regular, which is a massive difference. In the RSQ8's cabin, you'd get everything you'd expect. Tech, luxury, and all the RS specific details you need. You have Bang & Olufsen speakers, an Alcantara steering wheel, massage seat function, heated and cooled. The Bang & Olufsen has 23 speakers, and honestly, it's a pure sound of bliss. The surround sound does so well that you don't feel like the sound is coming. Usually in most vehicles, what happens is you feel the sound is coming to your ears like this, but the sound is just around in the cabin, like it exists in the cabin. The MMI system, Audi system, is shared with the Lamborghini Urus as well. There is a perfume, so every 5-10 minutes, it sprays a perfume within the ASD system, and that AD system sprays it to us, and it smells so nice. And when it comes to day-to-day usability, can you daily in RS8? You definitely can. Audi's really thought about it all together. The efficiency, the rear wheel steering, the way it drives in comfort mode. The car it almost feels like I'm driving a 4-cylinder at times because of how comfortable and quiet the vehicle is. It's a great SUV at a great price. It's all about performance, and performance. So is this the ultimate SUV? Well, it has supercar performance, great usability, and Audi's pure refinement. It also can take over a Lamborghini Urus for maybe quarter of the price cheaper, just in the range of 650,000 dirhams to 700,000 dirhams, which is pretty mind-blowingly expensive, but it is way cheaper than a Lamborghini Urus, which is just over $1 million dirhams. There's nothing really that I could say that I wish Audi could improve on. The RSQ8 is a very crazy hooligan monster, while at the same time it has this dual personality where it can be a very calm if quiet SUV that you could use for daily use and daily practice. So you have that supercar performance when you need it, and you also have the practicality when you need to go to the grocery and you take the kids to the school. And I'd love to buy one day.